I just thought, let's take 3 matchups and pick them like a parlay, And I didn't necessarily pick our biggest games of the week because I feel like we both agree on who's going to win some of our biggest games of the week. Even though they're inviting matchups, there's a heavy favorite. Crawford-Bosqueville, for example. Crawford beat them twice last year. It was more lopsided the second time than the first time. Bosqueville's got a fighting chance, but I think we would both pick Crawford in that one. So that would be kind of boring. So here's our 3-game parlay. Pick all 3 of your games at once, and then I'll pick all 3 of my games, all right? And the games are Midlothian Heritage at la-vega, Groesbeck at Malakoff, and Holland at Rosebud-Lott. So give us some insights and some picks in those 3 games.
And we are saying here that we're not implementing any kind of a point spread. We're just picking the winners.
Right. Well, if I wanted to do point spread, I could have thrown those other games in the mix. But now we don't want to get too much like real gambling here.
Good call. So, I mean, I was thinking about this and I was like, should we have different picks? Does this mean that if I pick one team, Chad's going to pick the other? But here's what I'll say. I'm just going to go with who I think I'll pick in our picks box.
Do that. Yeah.
So as far as the Midlothian Heritage versus la-vega game, I would certainly not count la-vega out. And I feel like they really played well last week in the game against Brownwood.
Certainly to come back and win that.
Yeah, big rushing performance there from their freshman running back. But
Bryson Rowland.
Yeah, Bryson Rowland. I said in the story that he was rolling. Not surprising there that I would have used such a cheesy line, but I'm going.
First time I ever heard you doing anything like that.
So. No, absolutely not. I'm going with Heritage. You're talking about a team that's won 6 out of 7 this year, and favored for a reason. And if la-vega wins, I won't be surprised, but I'm just kind of going with the favorite in that one. We're talking about a top 10 ranked team in the state.
Right.
And then we've got Groesbeck and who are they playing?
Malakoff at Malakoff.
Yeah, that's in fact that's a game I'm previewing in our capsules on Friday. But so I'll be talking to Coach Bomar. Give me the goats in this one. I really like how they're playing. They've got a lot of firepower. But don't sleep on that defense either. I mean, they gave up 20 points to Eustis last week, but won convincingly in that game. And they've really, like I said, they've been able to put up a lot of points really throughout the year, even while I think dealing with a few injuries.
And they had a COVID week.
Yeah. Okay.
When they play Academy, I think they're missing like 6 starters on defense. And Academy has proven to be a pretty good team too.
I mean, so they're a team of perseverance as well. I mean, I really like what Jerry Bomar's done there at Groesbeck now in year 3. He's got them essentially, stair-stepping up every season thus far. So, and then as far as the Rosebud-Lott Holland game, to me, that one's the biggest toss-up maybe of the 3. I really think it could go either way. I'm going to take Holland. Rosebud-Lott, I feel like, has been a little bit enigmatic. They're really good. They're really good some weeks, and then other weeks maybe not as much, but certainly explosive and have a lot of talent. And they have our area's leading passer in Zane Zeinert. You've done a story on the Cougars this year, but those would be my 3 picks: Heritage, Groesbeck, and Holland.
Okay. I'm going to agree with you on Heritage. I think I picked la-vega against Stephenville a couple weeks ago and got burned on that one. Stephenville, I think, is really good. la-vega is in a tough district. I mean, the fact that they could be knocked off as the district favorite in that district shows you how good the district is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Malakoff kind of has the edge of having been there before a lot over the last probably decade.
Yeah.
And probably schedules accordingly, you know, in its first few games of the year. So I'll go with Malakoff in that one. So, you know, we both play fantasy football, and we know that in fantasy football, you get real good information, practice to practice, on where guys are at injury-wise. And Rosebud-Lott apparently has been missing Jordan Landrum from the lineup for a few weeks now. And if it were fantasy football, and we could say, hey, Jordan was limited in his activity with the Cougars at practice today, you know, if we knew that kind of thing, it would help pick this game, I feel like. But I think I'm going to go with Rosebud-Lott anyway, because my thinking is if he's still out, they're maybe figured out what to do with him not in there. And if he's back, that's even better.
Yeah, that's a fair analysis.
Like I said, I wish I knew more about all these matchups, but I think I had a pretty good week despite that last week in our picks box.
You did. You had a good week, and I believe, was it last week that you were able to move past me in the standings?
I told you, I asked you on Friday night if you felt that breeze when I blew by you.
Yeah. There's still some football left to be played.